This is Mary Chang of There Goes the Fear, and we're in Brighton Komedia at the Great Escape Festival, and I'm here with Crookes from Sheffield. So I'm going to ask each of you to introduce yourselves and what you play.
I'm Daniel, I play the guitar.
I also play guitar. I'm Russell and I play the drums.
I'm George and I sing and play the bass.
So you guys just played at the Hope.
That's right.
Which is, I don't know what the capacity is of that venue, but
small.
Yeah, but you guys played really early in the morning, so how did that go for you?
Well, a lot better than we thought it would. Like you say, it was midday, so we thought everyone would be horribly hungover and everyone would stay in bed.
Right.
No, it was really good fun, and we had a couple of beers before we went on, and it seemed like the crowd had as well. So they're hot, extremely hot.
Yes, very hot. Yeah,
So
really
hot.
hot.
Really good fun, yeah.
Really hot. So have you played Great Escape before?
Yeah, we did last year, a couple of years ago, yeah. It wasn't as good as this time because they did this thing where they just kind of make like bars into venues, and we played the one which was just glass. Glass isn't good for sound, so it was pretty awful. But today was a proper place, and it was a pretty good show. Really enjoyed it.
So you guys have a album coming out very shortly in the summer.
Yes.
Called Hold Fast, right? Hold Fast. Am I right in that it's a PledgeMusic album, right?
Yeah.
How did you make the decision on to go with PledgeMusic? I mean, I asked bands, what's the thinking behind it? I mean, did you decide that? Was it your management or how?
Well, it was essentially because we've got absolutely no money. That's why. The idea was like put to us to do it, and they said, if you do this, then people give you money, and that was essentially the reason why we did it. It's worked out really well. It's going really well. And
how much money have you raised? Like, what percentage are you up now?
I don't know.
We don't follow it.
Oh, okay. Because I've seen other people's PledgeMusic accounts, and they're like selling like songs, or you can be in a video for a certain amount of pounds. Or are you guys doing any of that, or is it just towards the album?
We're trying to keep it. Well, it's like the album's released through Fierce Panda.
Right.
So it's just kind of a way of selling a bit some more interesting things.
Right.
Bands that can buy them.
Right.
We've already made a record. I think a lot of bands do it before they actually make the record.
Oh, okay.
Our
Cool.
record's already done. It's just.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool.
It's just to kind of pay for
Our broken guitars.
Incidentals.
All those little things, they add up.
Right. So you're from Sheffield, and so it's got a quite rich musical heritage. Growing up, were there certain bands from your area that you looked up to, or?
Yeah, I think Crookes play one of my favourite Sheffield bands. We're big fans of Crookes, big fans of Richard Hawley. I think they're the two.
Yeah, I've seen you guys tweet about Richard Hawley quite a bit.
Yeah. Both like Richard and some members of Crookes have been quite supportive of us. So,
Cool.
you know, and help me out. Yeah, we love them as well.
They're the guys to ask if you think a song's not very good, because they will tell you that it's wrong. I don't mince their words.
I remember there was a time last year, and me, George and Russell were having a drink with Richard Hawley and Jarvis Cocker, and it was really surreal. And we had like a song, we hadn't titled it yet, and we were sitting talking to them about what the title should be, and it was incredibly surreal. And that helped us come to a conclusion. So I trust their opinions.
So have you officially collaborated with either group?
Collaborated with Richard, yeah, we did a Jesus and Mary Chain song. Some Candy Talking, and we did that with him. That was good.
Those are very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Is it like your ambition to tour with him one day?
Yeah. Just be like, I think it'd be nice just to be able to see him play every night. And,
Right.
He's such a good talented guitarist and musician. I think, like working with those kind of people just really helps elevate you as a young band.
We don't. Our kind of musical peers, we don't really have that many, but they all tend to be kind of a bit older. But it's good in a way because they just know what they're doing. They're just so experienced. I mean, I'd rather learn from those guys than new bands.
We were playing at No Direction Home with Richard Hollywood.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. So it's festival time.
Speaking of festivals, what has been announced for you guys so far?
All the I can't remember. Latitudes, definitely.
What's been announced?
Yeah.
We've got to be careful now. We don't know. We're not very good at this kind of thing. There's a lot of them. Some of the best. They're the ones I can remember.
So you will be out there in the summer.
We've got a few that we can't announce yet, which is a bit annoying because we're really excited
Things in Italy, things in Spain. You can't mention. I can't say anything. I'll say no more.
Okay.
But it's going to be a busy summer, which is what we wanted really. I said to our manager, I said I want to try and do a festival every single weekend, June, July, and August. And we're getting there. I think we're not far off. So, yeah, it'll be good.
So, do you like touring across Britain and having to rush from festival to festival?
That's the best thing about being in a band. That's why I do it. That's why I like to think most people do it for the live stuff.
I think getting paid to travel is probably the best job you can possibly have. Nothing else I'd want to do.
Quite a lot of opportunities in the last year to go. I think we went to 11 or 12 different countries playing gigs last year, and about 10 of them most of us have been to, so it's exciting.
Are you guys in the middle of a tour right now, or was this like a one-off kind of thing?
This was a one-off. We're starting touring in like a week's time. So this is just like preface to that tour.
Cool. So I have a question for George, because you're the bass player. And I play bass. And you mentioned that the guitar you played today, it was its virgin appearance, right?
I wasn't gentle. I wasn't.
I was just curious, does it have a name yet?
That's what these guys asked me. No, I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
It's going to be a woman then, right?
It's going to be a woman, yeah. Because I've never been that into being a bassist or anything. So I'm mostly bothered about singing.
Yeah.
But like I said, now I've got this new bass and I love it. Like it was my own child. Now I'm just it's pure love essentially.
Right,
so I do need a name for it. So maybe I don't know if you've got any ideas. Or...
I'll have a think.
You have.
I'll have a think. Yeah. What can you tell me about the new album? How does the sound compare to Chasing After Ghosts?
It's definitely a lot more optimistic.
Okay.
The first album was written in the middle of winter. It was written from November to January,
right.
And it was pretty bleak. We didn't mean it to come out bleak, but it did, I think, in a way.
Right.
Because we are quite happy people. But the second album was written in the middle of a heat wave in Sheffield, and also in different towns and cities in Europe when we were on tour over the summer last year. So it's all about girls that we've met and left behind, and all sorts of bits and pieces like that, really. So you can't help but be happy when you're having those kind of experiences.
Right.
You're not in the doldrums when that's going on.
So you released Afterglow. When was it? March? Was that the single? And that's on the new album.
That's on the
album,
right? Yeah.
And then American Girl, is that released yet, or? Because I know you gave it away for free.
Well, that's what we've done. We wanted to kind of just keep giving away little bits and pieces of the album.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's come out. That came out a couple of weeks ago, I think.
Right.
And it's quite different songs from the album. Because Afterglow is obviously a bit more high tech.
Right.
American Girls reflects probably the complete opposite of what the album is. So we wanted to try and show the two polar opposites of the band in a small amount, just to confuse people basically.
Right. Now you mentioned it's about girls that you've met. So what's the story behind the American Girls?
Well, I don't know. You have to ask Danny who writes the lyrics.
I'm a bit conscious. You're from America, right?
Yes.
I'm a bit conscious. I'm talking to an American girl for the first time about it. Yeah, there's not too much of a hidden meaning behind that one. It's quite straightforward. It's about the fact that on the, I think it first came out when it was in Texas, and me
When
and
you're
George,
South by Southwest.
yeah, with the South by Southwest, and me and George were accentuating our Englishness to try and get with girls, and it was really easy. And every time we've been to America, I've had a lot of sex with a lot of American girls. So that's basically like something
deeper than that. That's just
that's great.
I've nothing to say on the matter.
Tom and Russell are both in committed, loving relationships.
Okay.
Just for their girlfriends.
Okay. Got it. So you play. So when you were in America, so you played South by Southwest, and then did you do any other shows? Like probably New York, right? Did you play? No.
It was 2 years ago we were in South by Southwest.
Oh my God, it was 2 years ago now. Yeah.
And that's the last time we've been. And like.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully.
Yeah.
With the song American Girls.
Yeah, that's what
we
I'm
like
thinking.
American Girls so much. Hopefully they like us back.
Yeah.
That's a good enough reason for us to come and play some shows.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just lost my train of thought. Thinking about something else. Will come to me. Oh, I've been asking a lot of bands this. What would you like to do this year that you've not done ever?
Not done ever.
Go to Brazil.
It's probably travel, isn't it? Probably places.
It's always new country. A Brazilian girl interviewed us earlier. She said, "I kind of want to go to Brazil now." So
That sounds good. Just go to more places. I think trying to build up a list of places we've been.
It's just like that. We went to Japan last year for the first time ever, and that was just like
Go back to Japan. That'll be
just every country we've never been to. We want to go there.
How was that as an experience? Because in general, from what I hear, I've been to Japan once. I went to see a band once, but the Japanese really take the English bands. Like that's my experience.
It was crazy. There was a point, and it was like we came out of the show. We did 3 shows within like an evening, and all of them were absolutely packed. And then we came out, and it was almost like a hard day's night. And we were just running down the stairs, and I had all these
And
Japanese
girls
girls
squealing.
some voice as well.
But yeah, it was incredible. It was like,
Yeah.
it was probably one of the best nights I've ever had. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. That was amazing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about South by Southwest because I just was at South by Southwest this year. So did you go over as part of like British Music Embassy and PRS and stuff like that?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was like part of like a British, like a showcase. You played with other English bands, right?
I think we played like 5 shows, but one of them was definitely a Yorkshire showcase.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So we played, Slow Club played, and some other bands played. One Night Only played, yeah. No,
Okay.
it was great.
Yeah.
It was nice to have a Yorkshire showcase in somewhere that's sunny for once.
Right.
Yorkshire bands
Yes.
with the sun out.
Yeah.
It was a new experience for us.
Right.
For our pale skin.
Right. Cool. Well, thank you so much for your time. And
Thank you, our pleasure.
Thank you, and you had a great show. Really had the hope, and I was glad I got in because there was a huge queue. So yeah. So thank you so much, and take care and have a great summer.
Cheers, Mary.
Thank you, Alex.